Hi everybody, today we're going to be reading Once Before Time, Sleeping Bronty. Let's go ahead and get started. Once before time there was a dinosaur named Bronty. She was a princess. One day she was born. Fairy friends came to see her. They gave her good wishes. One fairy wished for Bronty to have a long neck. Another fairy wished for Bronty to have a long tail. The last fairy wished for Bronty to have a long life. One day she would be queen. Then a selfish fairy named Rhonda came to see Bronty. She gave a wish too. Rhonda wished for Bronty to prick her tail on a thorn. She wished Bronty to fall into a deep sleep. Rhonda wished to be queen herself. The friendly fairies were worried. They would try to take care of Bronty. Bronty grew up. She had a long neck. She had a long tail. She would be queen soon. One day, Bronty went for a walk. She met a new friend. He didn't have a long neck. He didn't have a long tail. He did have a lunch basket. Bronty's new friend shared his lunch. He loved to cook. His food was yummy. Bronty tried his 5-bean chili. Hiccup! It was spicy. She liked it. Bronty was about to become queen. There would be a big party. Bronty asked the cook to make 5-bean chili. At the party, a surprise gift arrived. No one knew where it came from. Bronty brought the present to her room. She opened it. It was a pretty rose bush with lots of thorns. "Do not touch it," cried Bronty's fairy friends. Bronty was surprised. She turned and asked why. Her long tail swung around into the her long tail swung around and into the thorny rose. A thorn pricked Bronty's tail. Bronty fell asleep. Her fairy friends ran to get help. They ran back to the party, but they were too late. Rhonda, the selfish fairy, was sitting on the throne. "Bronty cannot be queen," she said. "I'm queen now." Bronty's fairy friends could not find Queen Rhonda alone. They hurried to the next kingdom and asked the prince for help. The fairies met the prince and he wanted to help. The fairy friends took the prince to Bronty. When the prince saw Bronty, he knew who she was. She was his friend from the forest. He knew how to wake her up. The prince snuck into the kitchen and saw the 5-bean chili. He tasted it. He added some spices. The prince brought a bowl of chili to Bronty's room. He dropped a bean into her mouth, and the fairies watched and waited. Then, hiccup! The prince went to the throne room. "You are not the real queen," he said. Rhonda laughed. Then Bronty came in. Rhonda had not seen Bronty since she was a baby. Now she had a long neck. Now she had a long tail. Now she was brave. "Too late," Rhonda said. "I'm queen now." "I came for my chili," Bronty said. The cook carried the whole pot. into the throne. I cannot have the chili, Rhonda said. It is mine. Rhonda took a big spoonful of chili. She swallowed it. Then hiccup, hiccup, hiccup. It was too spicy for her. She ran away. Bronty was finally queen. She had her friends celebrate with 5-bean chili. Hiccup. That's the end of this book. There is no quiz, but I'll see you next time on Come Read with Cam.